Morning's Coffee With is with Sally Field.
And the satellite interview is furnished by Junket Productions. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome to WJZ possibly the only actor or actress on the planet that could get me to stop doing my Final Four bracket to do this interview, Sally Field. How are you?
I'm good.
Lynn will back this. Lynn, what?
He was just filling out his bracket for March Madness, so yeah.
Well, fill out your brackets, babe. Don't let me hold you up.
No. I'll go over there and second guess myself in a minute. Hey, listen, it's great to have you on. It's great to see you starring in this movie. Hello, my name is Doris. Tell them briefly the synopsis, and then I want to refer to something I just heard you say in another interview.
Oh dear.
No, it's all.
The synopsis. Oh, okay. The synopsis, really quick, and it's hard to give a synopsis because this is such a complicated little character and a little film. It's a coming of age story about a woman of age, and Doris is incredibly complex. She's got borderline mental health issues. She's been very much a recluse all of her life, kind of a hoarder, lives totally in a fantasy world, and ultimately it's about our choices we have as human beings. Do we move on to the next level of our lives that are always presenting themselves, or do we cling on to what we were rather than finding out what we will be? And when she sees a very young man, she doesn't ever realize who she is or how old she is or anything. It is the bait. He is the bait, wonderfully played by Max Greenfield, who begins to draw her out of her shell to move on with her life. And that's kind of what it's about, but not really, because it's about so much.
I got it. In other words, we're talking about, I think, eventually a nice feel-good movie about people that we all encounter and that we know. But you just told another interviewer, if you like movies like this, you have to support movies like this.
Yes.
Why aren't movies like this supported? What made you say that?
Well, just that, you hear so many people talking about the lack of diversity in films, different kinds of films they could go see. But when these little films are made, they have to have an audience. And so if you're waiting for it to come on, a cable channel or something, which I do too, but if you don't go to the audience, if you don't go to the theater and see them, then it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. The studios or whomever is backing little films like this will go, well, look, there's not enough audience for them. So the people who really want these kinds of movies, and it's just a real character study. It's highly, highly funny. And also has some sadness in it. But if this is the kind of movie that you would like to have more of, then you have to go to the movies and see them.
Interesting. We're part of it. I never realized how the audience is part of a dog-eat-dog business. For instance, if I let's say I like deep science fiction, but I wait for it to come on cable, it doesn't register at a theater, and the movie company goes, nobody wants deep science fiction.
So they won't make it again.
There you go. That's exactly it. You have to support your candidate.
But you know what? I've just never figured myself as that big of a cog. As I thought, okay, it hits in the theaters, they make money on cable, they make money on DVR, DVD. And
no, but they don't look at it that way. They'll make money on that because it's there. But they're looking at the audience. They're looking at who paid money to get a ticket and sat in the theater. That's what they're looking at. And when they look at it and say, oh, not enough, I'm sorry, we can't make those movies anymore. That didn't do anything. Then you add to the problem, just like when you don't go out and vote.
Got it.
Because you say, oh, my one little vote doesn't matter. Well, your one little vote matters tremendously.
Well, congratulations, because Doris is so lovable. This seems like such a sweet movie, and you obviously had fun making it because we see you raging with Brooklyn hipsters.
Well, I didn't know anything about that, and that way I was completely Doris, just kind of going, really? Okay. It was an awakening all over the place.
Wow. This has been really a cool sit down with you. I'm going to make you a deal. I'm going to go see your movie.
Okay.
It's the type of movie I think I'd like to see anyway. I know my wife would. But I want to make sure I go see it in the theater. And when I go in there, I'm going to go, okay, Sal, I'm going to take that soda and bag of popcorn. I'm going to go, here's to you, lady. I did it for you.
Okay, good. And Marty, let me know you did. There's some way you can let me know. Contact these people that put this together and let me know you went to see it. Just let me know what you thought.
Oh, just trust me. All right, okay. You know what?
Tweet her or whatever.
You know what? I'll tweet you somehow. Somehow I'm going to get you a note.
Okay.
It's going to be Marty.
They'll find me, and I know you're from Baltimore, and just tell me what you thought.
You got it. I promise you. I swear to you, I'll do this.
Okay.
Hey, listen, Summerfield, you have a great day.
You too.
Thanks, Sally.
That's an interesting take.
I know. You don't think about it that way.
No.
All these monster movies, the superheroes, etc., and you can forget.
But they want to see that ticket bought in a theater.
You in that seat, yeah.
Yeah.